Marshfield Community Media's coverage of MHS Sports is proudly presented by our gold sponsor, Bay State Physical Therapy. At Bay State Physical Therapy in Marshfield, we are dedicated to delivering best-in-class care and an exceptional patient experience. With a focus on orthopedics, Bay State PT Marshfield works with patients of all ages and abilities, including many of our local high school athletes looking to get back in the game. Whether it's your young athlete's sports injury, your own back or knee pain, or protecting older adults in your life from fall risks, the team at Bay State Physical Therapy is your partner in health and wellness. Best wishes to all the Marshfield sports teams for a safe and successful season. Our silver sponsor, Sherry Costello of Waterfront Realty Group. Whether you're in the research phase at the beginning of your real estate search or you know exactly what you're looking for, you'll benefit from having a real estate professional by your side. Sherry Costello would be honored to put her real estate experience to work for you. And our bronze sponsor, Road to Responsibility, making lives better.
From the Bog in Kingston, this is MIAA round of 32 action. The host Marshfield Rams seated 5th against the Needham Rockets. We're already underway. Tommy Carroll behind the net, takes a bump, gets it to McGettrick, who runs it around to the corner. Needham looks to clear it out of the zone. Carroll spins it around into the corner. Hemingway lays a hit on there. Puck comes all the way out of the zone to mid-ice, and Michael Bakarian dumps it back in to the right of the goaltender, Michelot.
I already see a big hit behind the net here. If you're just joining us and this is your first time watching Marshfield hockey this year, you're in for a treat. The team is 18-2-2. Hemingway has 11 goals. He leads all. Carroll has 17 assists. This team has just been so fun to watch all year.
And that's the voice of Will Nicholson joining us tonight, coming up from Bridgewater to make things right. So David Snow with you on a Thursday night. We got McKenna on the camera, Sean back in the studio. So happy to have you with us live from the Bog on Marshfield Community Media. Jake Riesman looks to play the puck around the boards, takes a hit. And puck jumps up into the corner off the glass, going to be played there by Riesman, who skates it out of the zone. He finds Croft, puck held in quickly, shot goes wide of Quackenbush. And Riesman looks to play it out of the zone. Needham pressing. Puck comes out to mid-ice. What are you seeing, Will?
Well, you already see Marshfield doing what they love doing all year. They play super fast. And when you have guys like Hemingway, Carroll, Croft, McGlame, all of their wings and centers, incredibly fast on the ice. You see what they're trying to do early, dump it in. Saw Hemingway get a shot on net early. It's just the way this team plays. Don't see them shine away from it, especially in this game.
And we're going to have Jack Doherty out there on the dot right now, out there against Joe Kaczynski from Needham. Draws coming to the right of Quackenbush, won by Doherty, picked up there by Keeler, sends it around the boards just out of the reach of Stevie Ferrier, who still manages to lay a hit on. Shot blocked up top by Will Arnone. Puck dances around the face-off zone, and Doherty looks to play it out. It comes back, and Connor Merrick goes to retrieve. Merrick looks to push it forward. Puck gets dumped back into the zone. Quackenbush plays it behind his net, leaves it there for Keeler. Keeler takes a little hit. Needham using the body a little bit early. Quick shot goes off of Keeler's shin pad. Up and around the net it goes. Keeler looks to back it out of the zone. Farrier takes a whack at it. Doherty, Rockets doing a good job of keeping it in the zone. And now dump it just back in, and Quackenbush looks to play it there for Merrick.
You see Quackenbush do that a lot. He likes to leave the net, get this puck out to the fast guys. Just one way Marshfield uses their speed.
So Hemingway now plays it to Merrick. Merrick looks to connect with Carroll. Carroll pushes his way forward onside. And now played out of the zone there by O'Donnell. O'Donnell with a head of speed, turns down into the corner, fires it behind the Marshfield net. Hemingway looks to play it out of the zone, and eventually Bakarian steps out. And puck gets played back in. Riesman has the puck go past him. Quackenbush steers it to Hemingway. A little early jitters for both teams, feeling each other out. This is Carroll as he takes it across the blue line.
Here comes the speed.
Hemingway with him.
Yeah, I didn't get anything out of that one there, but you see just the way Marshall likes to push the pace, really dump the puck and let their fast guys get going.
And McGettrick kind of fanned on a shot there. Puck comes out to mid-ice, played back into the zone. McGlame in pursuit. Looking to press here. Croft And then played back in by DeVoe. DeVoe dumps it in. Croft looks to play it. DeVoe pinches in along the boards, and now Needham looks to play it out. And they get it out to center ice there, where it's played by Riley, who just dumps it in to get a line change.
So far, I see a little bit of jitters from both teams. For Marshfield, I like to see a little more on the offensive end. Their defense is no slouch, but you want to see them get going. They've been on their back foot so far.
And Keeler just winds it around the boards, looks to connect with Croft. Needham doing a good job on the forecheck here, making Marshfield run around a little bit. This is Rudder. He flings it back towards the point. Nobody there. And this is DeVoe in pursuit, trying to play O'Malley into the corner. O'Malley pushes it forward, held in by Keeler at the blue line. Quick wrist shot and a deflection. Nice little redirect there from Doherty. First test of the evening, really, from Michelot. Keeler now plays it, hits in the skate right there at DeVoe, comes back to the point where it's played by O'Brien. Takes a hit, lost his stick, but moved the puck forward. Now Needham looks to play it out.
Wow, that was a big-time hit. You saw that whole trip down the ice was possible because Teddy DeVoe made that push and was able to keep the puck in the Needham side, and Marshall able to get some shots. That wrist shot with the deflection almost went in, too.
Now Bakarian looked to back it into the zone. He has it taken off of his stick by Stradley. And puck goes down in behind Quackenbush. Played by Giancolo. Gets a pass up, but just couldn't connect with the trailer there, Sewell. And now the Rams look to break it out. Quick shot by Carroll. Hemingway looks to play it. He lays a big hit on in the corner, making him think twice. Mr. Deneen next time he sees Hemingway coming. Marshfield crowd lets him know.
Yeah, you hear the Marshfield crowd reaction to that one. I mean, Hemingway just put him on the ground.
And now the Rams look to break it again. It's Bakarian on the quick pass to McGettrick, who loses his footing and gets ridden into the boards there by Peabody. Puck comes around. Croft looks to pinch, and he takes a big hit, too. Needham not afraid to take a body here early on. Going to have an icing call. Puck's going to come all the way back down to the Needham end. 9:09 to go.
I think you're starting to see some of those jitters go away. You saw some big hits getting laid down on the boards. Teams ripping some more shots on net. We'll see this Marshfield line. You got McGlame out in center there, along with Reisman. Whole bunch of great players out there on the face-off. We'll see if they can convert.
So you get McGlame out there. He's got DeVoe with him, who's got the puck right now. Got Croft on the opposite side. Gets played back to O'Brien, who fights to keep it in, and eventually played out by O'Donnell. Nice back checking there from Ryland McGlame, asserting himself. O'Donnell gets a shot off. The Quackenbush just steers aside. Puck comes back to the point, played by O'Malley. Blocked there by Croft. Goes halfway down into the Marshfield zone, and then Reisman looked to play it out, and Rockets step right back in with an offside. Kenny came in, carried the puck in. 8:41 to go first period. Well, what do you got?
Well, I talked a little bit early about Marshfield offense. Obviously, you got goal scorers like Hemingway, Carroll. The defense, no slouch either. Quackenbush is great in net. He plays the same style of offense Marshfield likes, just get the puck out quick. And we see Marshfield's been on their back foot. They did not look panicked at all early.
We got a hand pass that's going to bring the puck back down now all the way into the Needham end. Draw's going to be to the left of the goaltender, Dylan Michelot. He's a junior. It's a very young Needham team. Only 2 seniors on the whole roster, a whole bunch of juniors. Bodes well for next year.
For Marshfield, I mean, you have a lot more older guys, definitely. It's almost a little bit of the opposite. A lot of juniors and seniors pretty much run these first 3 lines for Marshfield.
So Farrier looks to play it in the corner there. He's got Arnone out there with him, along with Doherty. Doherty plays it right up along the dasher. Puck comes out to center ice. Keeler just dumps it back in, but it's played out of the zone by Rudder. Rudder carries and has it picked off of his stick by Keeler. A little catch between opposite defensemen here. Puck being worked out of the zone by Siskowski. And Keeler retrieves for the Rams. Looks to set something up. Sends it up towards Cam McGettrick, who fights his way through the dot, through the circle, walks in, and he scores! Cam McGettrick took a pass from Keeler, crossed over the blue line into the circle, and before you knew it, he was in the slot and just put it right past Michelot. 1-0 Rams.
Story of the game. Marshfield scores goals. It's what this team does. It's what they've done all year. Just another example. Cam McGettrick, the junior, comes right down off a pass from Keeler. Exactly what Marshfield looks to do every single game. Just keep pushing the puck, keep it in the opponent's zone, and McGettrick's able to capitalize.
So it should be McGettrick from Keeler. If the case, that's McGettrick's 10th of the year. So just like that, the Rams jump out to a 1-0 lead.
Ooh, almost had a chance for a break again there with McGettrick. Puck got past him though. Still got it out.
They're going to have to look at that one and see if that Keeler made the pass. I think they never did get to the assist there on the PA. I'm giving it to Keeler.
For now, unofficially, we'll give it a Keeler.
Yeah. So McGettrick with his 10th of the season. 1-0 Rams are coming up on the 7-minute mark here in the first period. And the Rams look to play it in. That's McGlame, followed through by Croft. Croft's got a man in the slot. That's Doherty. Puck sits out there. McGlame skated past it. Keeler with a pass over to Bakarian, who shoots it, gets deflected up over the net. Needham looking to play it out. Rams starting to get them jittery. This is Bakarian playing back in his zone. He finds a man right through the middle. It goes into the skates of Croft. And Doherty's going to follow it in. Curran plays it out for Needham. He carries across the blue line. He's got men with him. Looks to center. Played off the puck by Keeler. O'Brien now looks to skate it out and sends it up to mid-ice. And Doherty looks to break through. And here comes Stevie Ferrier with a burst of steam. Nice little retrieval there from Doherty. Puck gets sent over the net into the glass. And puck eventually danced along the netting there.
You've seen ever since Marshfield kind of got their jitters out, they've barely played any defense. Not that they're not trying on the defensive end, obviously, but just the way they like to play. They like to push it down the boards, like to get all their speed out there on the outside. And ever since those first couple of minutes, we've seen them on the offensive end more than the defense.
There's Stevie Ferrier with a nice little burst right off of the faceoff. Stepped into the slot, fired one right into the midsection of Michelot, who tied it up. Draw's going to come to his right this time. It's going to be taken by Will Arnone. He's out there with Sammy Holt and Ferrier, and the draw is one, but comes back and takes the Rams out of the zone, and then just dumped back in by O'Brien. Needham looks to break the puck out. Keeler looks to pinch in at the point. And puck comes out to mid-ice, then back into the Rocket zone.
Hey, you see Needham's having a tough time getting this puck past center ice. As
here comes Hemingway.
Break.
He's got Holt with him. Holt wide open, trying to just skip it around Michelot. Michelot gets dumped by his own man after that. Puck comes back into the zone. Rams looking to fly here.
It's a great save from Michelot.
This is Kenny for Needham. He takes a huge hit from McGettrick. Up and down he goes. And here comes Tommy Carroll. Carroll breaks out with Hemingway, 2-on-1. And offside as Hemingway was just a little jump ahead of him.
It's a tough break for Marshfield. You got two of your best wings out there, Carroll and Hemingway, and just unable to convert.
You made a good point there earlier, Will, just that the Rams like to play up-tempo, and any chance they have to move the puck up through the middle, they love to catch the defense in transition. So look for that tonight. They seem to be the faster team, certainly the higher seed, and conceivably the better of the two clubs. We're going to watch it play out. Right now, work in the Rams' favor, 1-0 with 5:05 to go in the first.
Yeah, when you have people in your offensive front like Carroll, Hemingway, Merrick, McGettrick, I mean, it's just hard to, not unleash these guys and, let them skate as fast as they can and rip those shots on net.
We're going to get a line change now. It's going to be McGlame out there with Croft and Teddy DeVoe. Back on defense, we've got Bakarian and Merrick. Good experienced players out there. And Needham looks to play it out now. This is O'Donnell. Carries all the way through, up and Brady Quackenbush's kitchen. He just slides it forward, and the Rams look to play it out. O'Donnell takes a little dump. He gets hit by Merrick, kind of a reverse hit there. Centers a puck. It's loose in the slot. Rams need to be careful here. The puck does come out of the zone, and DeVoe looks to pull it away.
He won it.
He's got a trailer. Quick shot that goes high up off the dasher and over the glass. Quick little shot there from DeVoe. Get a stop and play. Going to have a draw to the right of Michelot.
Marshfield again getting off of defense and getting out fast. That was just DeVoe once again winning another race on the right side of the board. Gets Marshfield a nice little face-off in the
Doherty
Needham zone.
wins it back. O'Brien pushes it over to Riesman, who dumps it into the corner. Doherty looking to play it. Now Needham looks to play it out.
Here we go.
Arnone, quick little interception there. Puck's loose right in front of the goalkeeper. Quick shot blocked in front by Doherty. Farrier battling along with Arnone. Stevie Farrier comes away with it, looking to center a pass. He's going to send it back to Riesman. Riesman sends it across quickly to O'Brien. O'Brien with a quick wrist shot, a little bit wide. Might have been deliberate, looking to get deflected. Arnone just backs it down and lets Needham play it out. This is O'Malley again, takes a look and just flings it to mid-ice. It's picked up there by Riesman and now ends up on the stick of Jake Hemingway, who just reverses it to McGettrick, who thought he was going to find Carroll there. Carroll works his way in. Hemingway now in a battle, just shoves his way forward, and here comes Tommy Carroll. Pushes it forward, finds his own rebound. Puck comes all the way back off glass to O'Brien, down to McGettrick, the goal scorer, pushes it down into the corner. Back to the point it goes to O'Brien. O'Brien with a quick wrist shot, and it's picked off there, and we've got Saratley brings it all the way down.
Wow.
Takes a big hit there from Keeler. He'll feel that one. Hemingway takes a look, sends it all the way across ice to find McGettrick, but it eludes his stick and ends up with Needham.
The confidence that these Marshfield players are just playing with right now is insane. You got Keeler laying down bodies. You have Tommy Carroll not afraid to skate the full length of the ice. Same with McGlame, Croft, all those offensive weapons. And you're starting to see it heat up.
Now you see Keeler trying to break it out. He gets it across the line to mid-ice now, and Croft gives up his body to push it forward. Puck comes across to McGlame, who was offside. We'll have a draw that's going to come just outside in the neutral zone after the offside on Marshfield. 2:22 to go, first period. 1-0 Rams on a goal from McGettrick, unofficially from Keeler. And puck moves back to Merrick. Merrick looks to dump it in, and it goes right in on Michelot, who's not going to take any chances, just ties it up.
Yeah, if you're watching, keep an eye on Ryland McGlame, the junior center. 10 goals on the year. He's on that second line, and he's another guy who just, when he gets a shot on net, he's taking it.
No doubt about it. Opportunistic. Puck goes all the way down. It's going to result. They wave off the icing. Merrick in a battle there. Kind of played it towards Quackenbush. Friendly fire. Farrier takes it across mid-ice. He's got Doherty with him. He just dumps it into the right corner. Pursues it. Doherty down there with Farrier. Farrier gives it up to Arnone, who takes a quick shot using the defenseman as a screen. Michelot wasn't fooled, able to tie that one up. There'll be a draw to his left.
That was a great look for Arnone, the junior. 2 goals on the year, the righty, almost able to put that one through. But again, another great look for Marshfield. I mean, they're definitely winning in shots right now. I know we don't got the official stats on that.
That line really works well together. Farrier now pushes it forward. Doherty backs his way to Riesman. Puck comes through. It's in the slot and then gets cleared out and then just dumped back in by Nate O'Brien. We'll stop there by Michelot. Needham would be happy to get out of this period down 1-0 the way this is going. 1:30 to go in the period. Puck comes into the zone and just taken away there by Tommy Carroll on the back check. And puck gets dumped in.
I'm not sure exactly where
played with a high stick, I think.
Maybe. I mean, you see again the Marshfield defense just not giving them any space. Needham's having a really hard time crossing the blue line. And even when they get past there, you see Hemingway You see Merrick, you see all, the different defensemen, Bakarian, they're just dumping the puck out, getting everyone offsides.
So now we have Tommy Carroll in the dot. He's out there against Rudder. If you look just to the glass above the draw, you see 5 blonde heads there, 6 if you count the hat. Every Ram has their head dyed in a bright blonde.
Tradition.
It's a shocking scene. Team bonding as we begin the tournament. Hopefully they have a deep run. This is the round of 32. So win or go home the rest of the way. Rams 1-0 with a minute to go in the first period. Needham looks to break the puck in. Good little rush there and centering pass. And puck's loose in the slot, dancing around, poked out of the zone. Croft working. And eventually Merrick's going to find DeVoe. DeVoe has one man to beat and takes a hit and maintains his pursuit of the puck. And eventually Needham's going to toss it forward. It hits one of the rafters here, one of the low beams. And with 35 seconds left, we're going to have a draw that's going to remain in the Needham end of the ice.
Marshfield hockey, the way you like to see it. Teddy DeVoe, once again, making the hustle play as he lost it towards the end. Still was able to, like you said, keep his pursuit on the puck. Now we got another Marshfield face-off in the Needham zone.
25 seconds to go in the period. Needham takes a look up, trying to break it out of the zone, and they get it to mid-ice. And Bakarian just moves it back again, and Needham just dumps it into the left of Quackenbush, played there by O'Brien. 10 seconds to go in the period. Rams just going to take their chance here, and they're going to get called for an icing, so they have a draw in their end. With 6 seconds left, the draw will be to the left of Brady Quackenbush.
Yeah, only 6.3 remaining in the period. Can't give up anything here. I mean, you've played, almost perfect hockey this entire period. They've played with pace. They haven't been afraid to, put their body on the line, lay down some hits. So final 6.3. Marshall needs to make it out without a goal here.
And Carroll wins the draw, and Hemingway just pushes it off the boards and out of the zone. And Cam McGettrick saw an opportunity there and played it right to the buzzer.
They never miss a second to skate, huh?
Has a little chirping after. One of the blonde kids. All right, so we've played one period from the Bog in Kingston. It's Marshfield 1 on a goal from Cam McGettrick and Needham nothing. We'll be back for second period action. Please come back and see Will and I here from the Bog. Thanks for joining us on Marshfield Community Media.
Marshfield Community Media's coverage of MHS Sports is proudly presented by our gold sponsor, Bay State Physical Therapy. At Bay State Physical Therapy in Marshfield, we are dedicated to delivering best-in-class care and an exceptional patient experience. With a focus on orthopedics, Bay State PT Marshfield works with patients of all ages and abilities, including many of our local high school athletes looking to get back in the game. Whether it's your young athlete's sports injury, your own back or knee pain, or protecting older adults in your life from fall risks, the team at Bay State Physical Therapy is your partner in health and wellness. Best wishes to all the Marshfield sports teams for a safe and successful season. Our silver sponsor, Sherry Costello of Waterfront Realty Group. Whether you're in the research phase at the beginning of your real estate search or you know exactly what you're looking for, you'll benefit from having a real estate professional by your side. Sherry Costello would be honored to put her real estate experience to work for you. And our bronze sponsor, Road to Responsibility, making lives better.
From the Bog in Kingston, this is second period action. MIAA round of 32. The host Marshfield Rams in white with green numerals. Needham in their road blues with gold numerals trimmed in white. I got Will Nicholson here with me, David Snow with you on a Thursday night. And we are back for second period action. Cam McGettrick with the one goal of the first period, giving Marshfield a 1-0 lead about 8 minutes into the game. And Will, we're ready for a hard charge in second period.
We definitely are. I mean, you saw a kickoff already. Hemingway wasting no time laying down the body on the board. An icing there from Marshfield. But, I have a really strong feeling, knock on wood, that Marshfield's going to have a lot of opportunity in the offensive end like they've had so far.
I think you're right. Second period's always the time to separate, so we'll see what happens. We've got the second line out there right now. That's McGlame out there with DeVoe and Croft. And then Bakarian and Merrick back on defense. This is DeVoe, brings it across to McGlame, tried to backhand it back to DeVoe. Puck kind of slipped through the Needham defense, and now they look to play it out to mid-ice, and it's controlled there by Bakarian. Gets it, moves it forward, and a quick hit on McLaughlin. And now McGlame looks to bring it back in, delayed offside, got to clear the zone. In the meantime, puck's being broken out by O'Malley. He kind of dives across the blue line. And Rams look to play them off the puck here into the corner. Comes forward and gonna get a whistle.
Yeah, you can see this game is getting physical, you know, that little battle on the boards. The second line, as you mentioned, I mean, they do work for this team. Croft has 6 goals on the year. McGlame, as I mentioned earlier, has 10 along with 16 assists. Croft with 10 assists as well. So, I mean, this second line definitely does some work for this Marshfield team.
No doubt about it. We got Saratelli out there on the dot. He's going to go up against Arnone, who's out there with Doherty and Farrier. All I see is blonde hair under every helmet on this Marshfield team. I used to be able to tell Stevie Farrier by his dark hair, not anymore.
Yeah, definitely hard to tell the players apart now. Per Marshfield tradition, the blonde hair. If you didn't see on the broadcast during the national anthem, I mean, just the reaction when they took their hats off was pretty hilarious from everyone watching.
Who knew they all went to the same barber? Here comes Stevie Farrier, tries to launch a pass to mid-ice. Big hit laid on there. Here comes O'Brien. Quick shot. It's kind of sticked up into the netting by the goaltender. And we're going to have a draw to his right. Goaltender is Dylan Michelot, the junior.
I thought we were.
Go ahead.
I thought we might be close to a penalty there. Jack Doherty got laid out. Looked like it might have been a cross check, or didn't really see, only saw the tail end of it, but Marshfield face off nonetheless.
So far, the refs have kind of swallowed the whistles, letting them play. The game's getting progressively more physical. Quick shot that's blocked by one of the Needham defensemen. Merrick steps right back in, but unfortunately McLaughlin was offside. He's having a little few words with some of the Rocket players.
Yeah, and Marshfield crowd's going to tell you exactly how they feel about it. I mean, there's no doubt about that.
All right, so we've got Sammy Holt out there right now with Garland and McLaughlin. Keeler carries in for the Rams. Puck gets turned around and taken out of the zone by Kenny from Needham. And right back, and the Rockets look to break it out again. This is O'Malley. Likes to carry the puck, brings it through mid-ice, and dumps it forward just out of the reach of Merrick. He's going to follow it up in behind the net. McLaughlin looks to play it out. Merrick puts a hit on. Oh, a little bit of embellishment there. Looking right at the numbers, though. Merrick put his stick in the back, and he's going to take a walk over to the box for 2 minutes.
Yeah, that's a tough break. One of the rare times I think we heard from head coach Connolly that he said I think you heard him say off when they were down the offensive zone, telling his players to get back, and a rare non-push for Marshfield.
Yeah.
Their penalty kill has been great all year, though, so we'll see if that continues.
So let's see how Needham performs with their power play. And they look to work it now. This is O'Donnell. Gets it back to the point to Kenny. Into the corner it goes, being played there by Saratelli. Puck goes right through the zone real quick. Quick shot. Quackenbush standing tall in the net. It wasn't tested there. Puck comes out of the zone.
Yeah, look for Tommy Carroll to chase here the entire penalty. He scored a bunch of goals off doing this, too.
And now we get Kenny carrying it back in. Quick shot. Quackenbush able to just hold his ground, play that off. Hits the glass, comes around. This is Curran playing it behind the net. He sends a pass across. He was trying to hit a streaking Riley. To no avail. The draw goes up and puck goes up and out of play. We're going to have a draw to the right of Brady Quackenbush. 1:18 to go in this power play for Needham.
Yeah, a new line coming out there, too. I think that's that second line where you got McGlame, Croft, DeVoe. I think Merrick and Bakarian are back there as well on defense, or there's only 4 guys out there, actually. So.
And the puck gets backed around now. Croft just out of his reach, and it's going to be held in by Riley. Keeps it in the corner, skates around the net, takes a look. He's got some wide open spaces there. Keeler gets a stick in the way, and now it's being played by Sikowski. Puck comes up to the top, and Croft sees an opportunity and just sends it all the way down. It's played there by Michelot, who tries to get involved in the offense, sends it away to Riley. Siskowski plays it along, and O'Donnell being pursued by Stevie Farrier, and the entry pass blocked there by O'Brien, who turns it around and sends it the length of the ice. 36 seconds to go in this power play for Needham. Trailing 1-0 and a first period goal by Cam McGettrick. Farrier gets a stick on that one. Needham having a tough time breaking the puck in. So O'Brien plays it. He's got a man of Peabody that's carrying it around, taking a look, passes it up to O'Malley. O'Malley back to Peabody. Peabody tries to send it across ice, deflects off of the defense right into Quackenbush's crease. Needham looking to apply a little bit of pressure here. Saratelli sends it to the corner, back to him, and just a quick shot by Rudder that was taken right off of his stick. Good play there by Arnone along with O'Brien. And now we're back to even strength.
Oh, he's got a
break. Here comes
break.
Stevie Farrier. He's got Holt with him. Holt puts a little shot on. Nice save there from Michelot. Remember that one. Michelot lost his stick in the process. It's going to be an icing call on Needham coming all the way back. But nice save there. What'd you see, Will?
I mean, what an opportunity for Marshfield right off the penalty kill. I mean, that puck was right in front of the net. There was just no one to clean it up. You see, too, for Marshfield, even when they're on the penalty kill, pressure, constant pressure. You saw Carroll, you saw Hemingway, so all these guys still applying pressure. And that penalty only got a couple of shots on net because Marshfield, I mean, just pressure and pressing everywhere up on center ice.
And really good work there between Holt and Farrier. Farrier unselfish, put it right on the stick of Holt, and Holt was in tight and got a shot off that Michelot's going to remember. Let's hope it's the last highlight for him for the rest of the year. And the Rams start to put some by him. 10:04 to go in this second period. 1-0 Marshfield. Tommy Carroll on the draw. He's out there with Holt and McGettrick. You got Reisman and Bakarian back on defense. Needham play gets waved out of the zone, and draw gets won by Giancola. Gets dumped in behind the Marshfield net. It's played there by Bakarian up to McGettrick. He sends Tommy Carroll away. One-on-one. He's got a trailer. It's Holt. And loses control in the circle. Sends it around. Sammy Holt in pursuit. Talented sophomore.
I still can't get over how fast Tommy Carroll is on skates.
Yeah.
He just flies down the ice. Saw again there.
Like a cannonball. Fears nothing. Needham looks to regroup, send it into the Marshfield zone. Ooh, dangerous play there from Bakarian, who tried to stop the puck on a knee. Here's Reisman. Plays it up the dasher, and it's held in there by O'Donnell. And Rams eventually able to break it out to the neutral zone, where it's dumped right back in. Quackenbush gloves it, leaves it there for Bakarian. And held in at the point there by O'Malley. Puts a weak shot in.
Bakarian just took a shot there.
Riley working with Curran to keep it in for the Rockets. Curran in pursuit now. Reisman plays the puck away from him nicely. Senior skates away. Sends it up the dasher to McGettrick. McGettrick one-on-one. I like that matchup. And just as I say, it gets taken away by Kenny, who's carrying in with a head of steam. He's got two behind him. Fires a shot that's deflected up and over Brady Quackenbush into the netting. There'll be a draw to the left of the senior. Brady Quackenbush, one of the captains here for the Rams. Steady as can be between the pipes.
Yeah, Marshfield again, I mean, they're not capitalizing on these opportunities, but I think the most important part is how many opportunities are there. I mean, the way they play, McGettrick was able to get out fast there, just, lost the puck on his way.
Kierland now plays it up the dasher. It's held in briefly there by Dwan, and puck comes all the way around, looking to be played by Siskowski, and is taken off of his stick by DeVoe. DeVoe gets a pass forward to Croft. Croft heads to the corner, looking to keep the puck in. Needham looking to play it out. Croft turns around, fires one, goes wide of the net. Tough to see over the crowd here. Puck comes up along that board there. McGlame finds it in the dot. Quick shot up. Blocked down by Michelot. Rylan McGlame's got a cannon. Loves to fire that shot up high. Picking corners. Merrick now backs the puck down. McGlame looks to get his stick in there. Keeler gets involved. And now Needham looks to break the puck out. They get it into the neutral zone. It's played in by Siskowski. And it's blocked by Keeler. Merrick goes into the corner, reverses, turns, takes a head of steam, and fires it up to the mid-ice section. And it's played into the zone by Sewell. Sewell fires, and Keeler got a stick on it. It goes up over to the glass. And double hit there. Merrick and Farrier combined. Say hello to Nick Sewell. And now Connor Merrick puts a big hit on in the corner. And Doherty, it's like an infection here.
That's 2 for the price of 1 there, too.
Little centering pass that comes kind of seeping through, and Quackenbush not taking any chances, just clubs it down. We got a change in personnel.
I mean, these Needham breaks are going absolutely nowhere. Every time they have an opportunity, it seems Marshfield is just dumping it out of the zone. And, I mean, they are not afraid to lay the body down on the ice.
We got 7:10 to go in the second period. 1-0 Marshfield on a goal by Cam McGettrick back in the first period. And McGettrick's out there now with Tommy Carroll and Hemingway up front. And they'll be looking to double up on that 1-0 score. This is Reisman who leaves it for O'Brien. Reisman takes a hit behind the net. O'Brien looks to play it forward. Hemingway now through him. Tommy
Carroll's looking to break.
On the fly. He slides in, goes right through the crease with the puck. Like you said, Tommy Carroll can fly. This is Hemingway with a quick shot up and over the net. A little deflection there. O'Brien pinches in. McGettrick sends it back up along. Hemingway with a quick shot. Low, it gets blocked by the Needham defense. And eventually they move the puck into the neutral zone where O'Brien dumps it back in. And Needham just looking to play it forward. Slides down, no icing there as Riley got a stick on it. He's in the corner with O'Brien. O'Brien, Riley battling there. Now Carroll in there, jamming with Curran. Curran comes away with the puck, finds some open room, and has it taken off of his stick, and here comes the break. This is Croft with McGettrick. McGettrick to the circle, tried to just thread a pass over to Croft, waited a little too long, and a nice defensive play there from O'Malley.
Yeah, like you said, O'Malley with a great defensive play. He broke up that 2-on-1. I mean, if you're Marshall, those are the plays you look for, though.
No doubt about it. That'll happen eventually. Quick deflection there in front. McGlame got a stick on it off a shot from Merrick. McGlame's right in the slot. Puck goes over the net. Croft. This line's having a good night for themselves. And this is Kenny that plays it forward at mid-ice. Bakarian just backs it around to Croft. Croft to McGlame who plays through one. And here comes Connor Merrick. Merrick's got a man with him. He takes the hit.
That's some great stick work, though, from Croft. I thought he was going to be able to get an open shot.
Now the puck played it. Nice Farrier sends it back up to the point. Merrick skates in, fires a wrist shot that the goalie never saw, up and over the net. Bakarian looks to play it in. McGlame, Marshfield defense not afraid to come up and take chances. Merrick fires into the Needham defense, and eventually it's just backed out by Curran. It goes all the way down to Quackenbush, so no icing. Quackenbush sends it forward, and he finds Doherty. Doherty leaves it there for Farrier. Farrier back to Doherty. Doherty had to just push it forward with the backhand, and now Needham looks to break it out. This is Duan. Puck comes down and played by O'Brien. O'Brien whiffs on the first attempt and gets it on the second. Farrier. Puck comes down into the Marshfield corner. Bakarian pinches it up and just reversed right back into the zone. And eventually Arnones sends a pass that hits Farrier in the skate. Bakarian was just mugged there by Peabody. No call, they still battle. And puck now mid-ice. Comes back to O'Brien, who just fires it around. It's kept in there by Peabody. O'Brien takes a whack at it. Rams having a tough time getting it out of the zone. Quick shot with a deflection, goes high off the glass. And Arnone eventually picks the corner and sends it down. Nice. We'll take the icing.
You saw a couple of trips go down the ice. They cleared it all the way to Quackenbush. I mean, the confidence you have in your team for Quackenbush to come all the way out of the net and just clear it down the ice to give his guys another shot to try and get another possession on offense. I mean, it just shows how confident and the way this Marshfield team likes to play.
And right now, with 3:51 to go in this second period, Rams could do with another goal here, double up this lead, get a little bit of breathing room. Hemingway now wins the draw forward. And there goes Tommy Carroll. Almost broke himself free. McGettrick putting some pressure on the defense. Just dumps the Needham player and takes the puck in the process. Backhands a pass to Keeler. Keeler at the circle. Just pushes one forward. Hemingway couldn't get the stick on. Quick shot from McGettrick. Carroll centers one that bangs around in front, and eventually Needham's going to play this one out.
These opportunities are
getting it right in.
Getting really close for Marshfield. Just keep putting the puck in front of the net. Eventually, one's going to find its way in.
You get the puck now that comes down into the Needham zone. Going to be played there by Kenny. He's got Carroll on him. And now DeVoe comes out. Change in personnel. Carroll finally leaves the ice. Oh, big hit laid out right in front by Connor Merrick. He's been waiting to step into one, and he certainly did there.
Merrick, just one of the many defensemen and just players in general on this Marshfield
And now we
side.
got a break here. This is DeVoe. Backs it down. Carries into the corner. Leaves it there for McGlane. McGlane with a centering pass that comes all the way back to Merrick. Gets it to Bakarian. Quick wrist shot up and over. Deflected by the goaltender, Michelot. And we're going to have a draw out to Michelot's left. 2:34 to go in the second period. 1-0 Rams on a goal from Cam McGettrick way back in the first period. Times are wasting.
Yeah, going all the way back to that hit. Merrick is just one of those guys who loves to throw the body. Seems like pretty much anyone on the ice for Marshfield. Doesn't mind getting dirty, laying some hits down. The dirty work, they say.
Gonna make you think twice. You'll have your head on a swivel if you're a Needham Rocket right now after a hit like that. This is Farrier behind the net. He sends it back to the point. Bakarian pushes it forward. It's dancing around and comes out of the zone. And eventually a little break here that Merrick's going to sweep away very casually. And now Needham's got an opportunity. They got a man back at the point. This is Duan. Sends it through. It's blocked. Merrick pushes it forward once, twice, and Needham holds on to it. Quick shot handled there. Giancola with a shot that Quackenbush steals aside. Eventually Arnone plays it out, and Doherty takes a hit in front of the Needham bench.
Wow.
Arnone takes a hit, very chippy in front of that Rocket bench. And now a big elbow thrown on Arnone. The Rams are going to want to make him pay here. 1:35 to go, second period. And the hitting gets fast and furious. Arnone just got his money's worth with an elbow. The puck gets dumped in by Bakarian.
This is playoff hockey at its finest. Everyone playing as hard and as fast as they can the entire way.
Definitely has a buzz to it. And Tommy Carroll had a quick little burst there. Shot was deflected up into the netting. We'll have a draw to the right of the goaltender, Michelot.
I feel like that whole sequence of hits started towards the Marshfield back line behind the net. Merrick just laid down a body, and it continued all the way up to the right side of the board in front of the Needham bench.
So the draw one forward by Carroll. Puck gets played out of the zone by Kenny. And eventually Keeler stops for the moment. And we got a Needham player that goes down. Keeler moves it forward up the dasher. And McGettrick looks to burst forward. He's got Hemingway behind him. And nice little play there, able to break that one up for Needham. We're inside of a minute to go. Puck comes into the doorstep of Michelot. He leaves it there for his defense. And they make the short pass there that's picked off by O'Brien. And here comes Croft.
He's got McGlane.
McGlane looks to push one forward. Puck's in the slot. Went all the way through the slot. Nice opportunity there from Croft. Good work done there. Half a minute to go. Puck gets dumped down. It's an icing call that's going to bring it all the way back.
I thought for sure McGlane was about to put that one in. We mentioned one of the top goal scorers for Marshfield. He's got 10 on the year. He had a chance, just right in front of the net, try and put that through, and that puck just hung right outside of the net.
That line's created a lot tonight. They're working really hard. Croft and McGlane particularly out there with DeVoe. Good things happening. Going to keep pushing here. McGlane pushes the puck forward right on cue. Puts a shot on that's steered aside by the pad of Michelot. 20 seconds to go in the period. Rams look to press on. Bakarian works it to Reisman. Reisman not wasting any time. Dumps it in behind Michelot. 12 seconds to go in the period. Needham be happy just to get it out of the zone. And this is Siskowski. He plays the puck into the corner. Reisman trying to back it down, and McGlane gets a stick on it, and that's how the period's going to end up. Physical period, no scoring. After 2 periods from the Bog in Kingston, it's Marshfield 1.
Marshfield Community Media's coverage of MHS Sports is proudly presented by our gold sponsor, Bay State Physical Therapy, At Bay State Physical Therapy in Marshfield, we are dedicated to delivering best-in-class care and an exceptional patient experience. With a focus on orthopedics, Bay State PT Marshfield works with patients of all ages and abilities, including many of our local high school athletes looking to get back in the game. Whether it's your young athlete's sports injury, your own back or knee pain, or protecting older adults in your life from fall risks, the team at Bay State Physical Therapy is your partner in health and wellness. Best wishes to all the Marshfield sports teams for a safe and successful season. Our silver sponsor, Sherry Costello of Waterfront Realty Group. Whether you're in the research phase at the beginning of your real estate search or you know exactly what you're looking for, you'll benefit from having a real estate professional by your side. Sherry Costello would be honored to put her real estate experience to work for you. And our bronze sponsor, Road to Responsibility, making lives better.
From the Bog in Kingston, this is third period action in the round of 32 MIAA Boys Varsity Hockey Tournament. The host Marshfield Rams with a 1-0 lead over the visitors from Needham. Tommy Carroll breaks it in quickly right off the dash here. Takes a big hit, holding on, and now Needham on their way out. Will, what do you got for me?
Yeah, no time wasted. You see right again, Marshall comes right out. Carroll comes flying down the boards. I mean, this team doesn't waste a single second. You know, only a 1-0 lead. You know, they'd like to see another puck go through the back of the net here.
No doubt about it. And they got the right guys out there to do this. Bakarian pushes it forward. And now we got a little break here from Riley. Riley's got a man wide open, but nice defensive play there by Merrick. Able to get a stick in front of that one. Here comes Tommy Carroll. Gets a pass out there to DeVoe. DeVoe across the blue line. Big hit on Carroll at center ice. No call. And DeVoe just backs it down into the corner, and Croft in pursuit. Rylan McGlame pinches in, and Rams look to play it back into the Rocket zone. Rams have a, go ahead.
I was going to say, Tommy Carroll got hurt on that one. He pretty much just fell into the bench right when he walked in. He's not even sitting at the bench. He's lying down behind it.
This is Reisman now, who plays it out to DeVoe. And now to Stevie Ferrier with a burst of steam, and smartly turns around and backs it into the corner. Picked up there by DeVoe, and now broken up nicely by the Rockets, who try to break it out here. This is Siskowski. Hardest name in the roster. Of course, he's going to do most of the damage.
It's always how it is.
McGlame now looks to take it out of the zone, backs it up to Farrier. Farrier plays it right in front of his bench. It struck somebody on the Marshfield bench. We'll have a draw that will come in the neutral zone or just inside the Marshfield end here. I'm looking for the... It's going to be to the left of Brady Quackenbush, the senior, one of the captains here. He's been steady between the pipes. He's pitching a shutout once again, 1-0.
It's going to be interesting to see what they do now with Tommy Carroll, who's an integral piece of this Marshfield team.
We got Merrick carrying the puck out of the zone. Backs it up, gets it into the hands of Arnone, who just tosses it into the corner. Doherty in pursuit. Merrick over there as well. Arnone plays it, stops the puck, and puck strikes the official. And eventually, Tommy Carroll, no worse for wear, dumps it into the Needham zone. Big hit there from Hemingway. And Needham looks to break the puck out. This is Rudder. He plays it back over to Siskowski, who plays it forward to mid-ice. And Needham just needs one now, the longer you let them hang around. But here comes Cam McGettrick. Played the puck forward through his legs, tried to drag it forward, and it zipped ahead of him all the way down and tied up by Michelot.
A little too far there for McGettrick. Again, the only goal scorer so far tonight. Again, we mentioned Tommy Carroll back in there. I mean, he got leveled. It pretty much, I don't know if he fell or it looked like he was hurt, but it's just good to see him back out there. I thought he might have been scratched up for a second.
No question. The best answer he could have would be to put it in between the pipes. So Carroll working in the corner, centers a pass that's broken up by Kenny. And now this is Giancola. Takes it 1-on-3. Carroll comes away to mid-ice. Still working. Down on the ice. Human Zamboni. And eventually Reisman just pushes it forward to McGettrick and fires it into the zone. We're going to change him up here. It's going to be McGlame out there with DeVoe. Keeler out there with Croft. And Bakarian. Those are your five for the Rams right now.
Here we go. This line loves to apply pressure. You see it right here again, fighting to keep this puck in the zone.
Quick shot from Bakarian. Looking to find a home. Puck comes up along the dasher and cleared out. Keeler with a nice little pick off there, steps into the zone, leaves a pass for Farrier. Farrier, quick shot. Just a little bit wide of Michelot. McGlane backs it down, blocked by the Needham defense and skated out by Kenny. Kenny to center ice across the blue line. O'Brien takes a swing at him. He's 1-on-3 there. Farrier is going to skate it away for the Rams. Tries to leave a pass for McGlane. And Siskowski sends it all the way back into the Ram zone. O'Brien picks it up there behind the net. Backs it around to Keeler. Keeler takes a look up. And puck comes across to O'Brien. Pushes it forward. And big hit laid on by Steve Farrier.
Everyone's hitting for Marshfield right now. Keeler, Farrier, doesn't matter. You're in a 1-0 game. You got to fight for everything.
Now Needham looking to be opportunistic here. Puck goes behind the net. That's Riley in a battle with O'Brien. Sounds like an Irish law firm. And the puck comes all the way down into the Needham zone.
DeVoe looked like he wanted to chase there. I think he heard the call off, didn't go for it.
Merrick has it at center ice, looking to find Hemingway. Takes it himself. Quick shot up. Glove down there by Michelot. He's going to hang on, get the draw. 10:24 to go in regulation.
That's a great glove save from Michelot there. He's done a really great job in net. I mean, these Marshfield goal scorers are hard to keep down. He let one go early in the first, but this, the junior goalkeeper done great so far.
Carroll wins the draw back to McGettrick, who just rifles one past the net. Quick shot from Bakarian that's troubled. Got kind of paddled up there by Michelot. And now Siskowski looks to break it out. Stops. Picked off by McGettrick and then back out by Needham. Carried in by Rutter. Rutter pulls it down to the circle. Bakarian harasses him. Puck goes into the corner. Played there by Peabody. And Peabody gets a shot in on Bakarian. And now Hemingway in a race. And puck's going to land right in the doorstep of Michelot. And Hemingway makes sure that he's got it tied up there. Gets a stick involved there on his way off the ice.
Yeah, I don't think Jimmy Kenny, the captain, number 3 for Needham, he didn't like that one too much. Threw his hand up and, a little chirping being done. You can see him talking to the official right now. I mean, that's just playoff hockey for you.
Yep.
All game, there's chirping, people are getting hit.
Very hard-nosed, but the refs have kept this one in control. Just one penalty today that went against the Rams, so maybe they got one coming in their favor. Needham looks to break the puck out here. This is Kaczynski. Sends it in. Quackenbush leaves it for O'Brien. O'Brien evades one man, puts it up the dasher, and played out to center ice. That's McGlane. Takes a pass from Holt and then just backs it down into the Needham zone. Holt stops puck behind the net, gets it to McGlane, who just leaves it, sends it back to the point. O'Brien bluffs a shot and sends it back down to McGlane, and around we go. McGlane along the dasher, working there with Holt. Puck goes into the opposite corner. Croft on the forecheck. Holt backs the puck down, takes the hit in the process. McGlane, good little cycle here by this line. And eventually Kenny plays it up and skates it out himself. He's going to take it all the way down. Takes a big hit from Reisman. And now Stevie Farrier backs down from nobody. 16-on-16, Farrier against O'Malley.
Big hits just everywhere, all sides of the ice.
Farrier
just everyone.
Farrier with the puck at the top of the circle, and puck gets sent almost out of the zone. Good work there from Doherty and Farrier. And now this is Arnone. Backs it out, and away with it comes O'Donnell. Going to carry it in. He's got Curran with him, and we got an offside as Curran was just a stride ahead of his playing partner.
Felt like Needham's chance right there, too, flying up the ice. They didn't exactly have numbers, but they had a space, just not able to capitalize.
8:20 to go in this third period in regulation time. Rams could do, by getting themselves a little insurance goal here, could change the whole mood. Can't let this team hang around. This is Keeler.
Yeah.
Over to Merrick. Up the boards to Hemingway. Hemingway tries to send it across to McGettrick, who backs it in, but he was offside in the process. A little slow in getting that pass down to him.
You saw again Marshfield just trying to push it down the boards. I thought McGettrick was going to have another shot there, but a little bit offside.
Tommy Carroll in the dot there. And the draw is won by Needham's Stratelli. And this is Bakarian who backs it down. Puck stopped by Sosinski. And Reisman waits for the clear, and Tommy Carroll's going to go in with a forecheck. And Needham just tosses it out to the neutral zone. And now down in behind where Quackenbush leaves it there for Hemingway in tight corners. No hesitation there. Gets it up to Carroll. Just pushes it forward. Going to change some personnel. McGettrick's still out on the ice. Last one from his line. And this is Croft out there with McGlame.
Looks like Quackenbush put his hand up for an ice and said no.
Ref waved it off late. Now here comes Croft. Croft's going to take it in and eventually just played off the puck nicely there by O'Donnell. This is DeVoe who just gains the center ice line and dumps it in. Puck played there by Kenny, who takes a hit from DeVoe. McGlane plays it back to the point to Kenny, who sneaks a shot in. A heavy hit in front. It was Kenny on DeVoe. Right at the whistle. Little chatter going on there, but some smiles underneath the mask too. Hard-nosed game here.
Teddy DeVoe is really one of the unsung heroes of this team. All game, we've just seen the hustle plays that he's been able to make, giving Marshfield extra chances down in the offensive zone.
You got Doherty on the draw. Farrier steps forward after when it centers a pass that gets picked off by Giancola. His clear does not work as O'Brien stops it and sends it back around. Kenny seems to be on the ice almost permanently for Needham, trying to work it out.
Senior captain trying to keep his guys alive.
Kaczynski moves it forward. Now Keeler turns the head of steam, head up, sneaks a little pass to Doherty. Doherty just pushes it forward to Farrier. Farrier always smart with the stick. Takes on two Needham Rockets, and eventually Arnone sends it in, but Farrier was still in the zone. Kind of held in the zone there, but that's the way it goes. We get a whistle. It's going to be just in front of the Needham bench, right outside of the blue line in the neutral zone. 6:19 to go in regulation.
I think Needham might have wanted a penalty there. You see coaches, players putting their hands up. They wanted something, but I mean, like you said, refs are letting this one go, and I mean, it's made for an entertaining game. So
no question.
As far as I'm concerned, I'm okay with it.
It's all that matters. Well, Bakarian now moves the puck to Hemingway. Hemingway has a pass that's blocked off of the skate of a Rocket, and eventually a hand pass is called. It's going to mean the puck's going to come all the way back into the Marshfield end.
We're getting into the thick of it now. 6:07 remaining. Marshfield only a 1-0 lead.
Keep an eye on that clock. I don't think it moved since the last time we see if it's moving. Yeah, all right. We're okay. Must be my imagination. Oh, puck slides through the crease. Merrick now in a battle in the corner with Curran. Also O'Donnell. Merrick holding his own 1-on-2. Tommy Carroll, of course, gets his nose in there. And eventually Hemingway. Dangerous spot for the puck to be in the Marshfield end right now when you've only got a 1-goal lead.
And, of course, Carroll comes out with that puck somehow, some way.
Merrick, watch out. Quick shot blocked by Bakarian. Remember that one. Blocked it with his skate. And eventually Carroll, the man of the moment, dumps it down very slowly. And it's going to be an icing call. You could have waved that one off. 5:29 to go, regulation. Good contest here. All to play for.
That was dangerous for Marshfield there. You know, Bakarian, like you said, they got to remember that one. Blocking it with his skate. Quackenbush has been phenomenal tonight, though. He just has to have a really good 5:30 left in him.
And McGlame wins the draw back to O'Brien. Reisman didn't get all he wanted on that clearing attempt around the boards. And Needham buzzing around. That's what they want. They're one shot away from tying this up. Now it's O'Brien, chases it in. Takes a little hit. Needham putting some pressure on here. And Croft got a hand pass again. It's called against Needham this time.
If you're Marshfield, seconds are starting to feel like minutes at this point. Getting a little scary. You need to either, keep holding on, keep it in the offensive zone, or just put another puck through the net.
Yeah, you can change this with one shot now. This is Doherty out on the dot. It's with Arnone and Farrier. Farrier in the corner, the right guy, takes a heavy hit. Little backhanded centering pass that goes out of the zone. Reisman retrieves, takes a look up. Time and space off the boards. Make Needham play the puck in their own zone. Never a bad idea. Rams with a 1-goal lead. First period goal from McGettrick. And that's what we're standing on right now as we get late. 4:40 to go. Third period. Farrier takes a run right in front of the official.
Yeah, I mean, not afraid to use the body.
Here comes Tommy Carroll, 1-on-4. Centers it, but he had nobody with him. And now McGettrick pokes it forward. This is just what the Rams need. Hemingway now takes a look, just backs it down into the corner. McGettrick's going to put the forecheck on, just takes the puck. Very smart. Keeler now just sends it down wide of Michelot. Carroll right there, just holds it along. The cycle here has been lengthy. Valuable seconds ticking off the clock. We're inside of 4 minutes to go in regulation. This is Merrick. Merrick with a head up, makes a pass to Hemingway. Hemingway takes it into the top of the circle, uses the defenseman as a screen, fires it in. Michelot able to tie that one up. There'll be a draw to his left.
A great save from Michelot. You saw Marshfield at the beginning of that puck drop on the faceoff. They took pretty much a whole minute and change off the clock, pretty much from 5 minutes down to 3:46. So some great work, keep it in the zone.
McGlame pushes the puck forward, played out of the zone by Kenny. Eventually ends out, and then Bakarian just sends it right back in. This is O'Malley. Plays it forward, but Reisman comes and picks it off. Rams got to clear the zone here. Puck comes down, just gloved by Croft. Croft wisely takes a look, backs it the other way out of the zone to mid-ice. 3:20 to go. Puck comes flying into Quackenbush.
It's a big save from Quackenbush.
And now Bakarian just sends it. Here comes McGlame. McGlame cross. He's got DeVoe with him. McGlame takes it to the corner, backs it around. Keeler coming in late to pinch in, and Farrier on the back check. He and Bakarian work it forward and out of the zone. Puck's now at mid-ice. Needham's got to clear the zone. Puck eventually dumped in by Kenny. Quackenbush plays it there, leaves it for Bakarian. Bakarian with his head up, sends it up to Doherty. Doherty moves it to DeVoe, who gets it into the hands of Farrier. Farrier puts a little shot in that's steered aside. Farrier pursues it into the corner. DeVoe and now Doherty does just enough to keep it in the zone, and then DeVoe just whacks it in. 2:25 to go.
DeVoe and Doherty doing a great job just keeping the puck in the Needham zone.
Yep, Jack Doherty working hard. Puck gets dumped in by Arnone. Now Keeler at mid-ice, content to push it forward. Needham working their way down into the corner. Peabody works it around, and now out of the zone, Hemingway just dumps it down. Good play by the senior. Puck goes up into the Needham bench. We're going to have a draw that's going to come in the neutral zone, I would believe.
Just under 2 minutes here, 1-0. Marshfield still leads, and chances are running low.
I'd look for a timeout here from Needham. As soon as they get to the dot, look for a timeout.
You got to do something. At what point do you think we see? Yeah, there it is. At what point do you think we see maybe a net being pulled here, if they even choose to do that? Because like we said, these Marshfield defenders, they love to press, they love to put on pressure, and I mean, if you pull, the chances of them just scoring a goal goes up even more.
No doubt about it. This is what they're discussing right now. You got one coach that's talking directly to the goalie, and it's all going to depend on where this draw ends up. If Needham can get it down in the Marshfield end, I'd look for Michelot to leave, and they'll take the extra skater. And then it's hunting season for the opportunistic Marshfield offense.
That's what they love to do, too.
It's they're winding down the clock on this timeout. So we'll see what happens on this draw. This has been a very entertaining game, fast-moving game.
Definitely has. Fast-moving, hard-hitting. The entire way on the edge of your seat for this one. Again, thank you for joining us at Marshfield Community Media. It's been a great game. We'll continue to cover all the boys' hockey game if, they keep advancing. And, they look like they're going to go on a run this year so far.
Let's hope. You take it one game at a time, I'm sure. You get out of this one, competition will only get tougher. I know Franklin is in their sights if they take care of their business. That would be an entertaining game. Would happen sometime this weekend. Talked to Bill Battis on my way, and it would either be Saturday or Sunday, but more on that later. Let's just finish this one out right. Inside of 2 minutes, quick little shot from Bakarian. Michelot was able to stick aside. This is not what Needham drew up on their bench.
No, definitely not. And like we said, I mean, this is just burning clock, and you're not allowing Michelot to be pulled here to get an extra man on the ice.
And puck comes out to mid-ice, and Bakarian just gets the line, dumps it back down, goes all the way into the corner. Rams changing personnel. Needham's got to get their best players out there offensively. This is Sikowski. And eventually played in by Riley, and Bakarian just hits it out to the neutral zone where Croft is there to dump it back in. Michelot's got to play it. He's got DeVoe coming in on him. Couple hits being laid on. McGlame, DeVoe in the scrum. 1:04 to go in this one.
Yeah, and this is just TikTok and, not the terrible app. I mean, time is just winding down for Needham.
So O'Brien, Needham still not cleared. Here's a quick little bid and a block by Reisman, and Needham caught in between. Goalie sliding through. And don't see that every day.
What a save, just laying out to save that one.
Under 40 seconds to go. This is Hemingway, fires a shot that Michelot steers aside.
That might have been Needham's chance right there towards the end.
And the Marshfield crowd saying goodbye to the Needham seniors.
How nice of them.
Very considerate, slightly premature, but they're confident. And Needham just unable to get the man out for the extra attacker. He's going to come out now for what it's worth. 7 seconds to go. 5. Keeler plays it around. Watch out, there's a man streaking in. Quick shot right out in front. Quackenbush able to steer it aside. And the game ends. Quackenbush makes a save. A little too close for comfort. And so the Rams are moving on. A goal from Cam McGettrick in the first period is what holds up for the entire game. McGettrick with an assist to Keeler. What can you say? Brady Quackenbush, a 1-0 shutout, tested right to the end.
Marshfield Community Media's coverage of MHS Sports is proudly presented by our gold sponsor, Bay State Physical Therapy. At Bay State Physical Therapy in Marshfield, we are dedicated to delivering best-in-class care and an exceptional patient experience. With a focus on orthopedics, Bay State PT Marshfield works with patients of all ages and abilities, including many of our local high school athletes looking to get back in the game. Whether it's your young athlete's sports injury, your own back or knee pain, or protecting older adults in your life from fall risks, the team at Bay State Physical Therapy is your partner in health and wellness. Best wishes to all the Marshfield sports teams for a safe and successful season. Our silver sponsor, Sherry Costello of Waterfront Realty Group. Whether you're in the research phase at the beginning of your real estate search or you know exactly what you're looking for, you'll benefit from having a real estate professional by your side. Sherry Costello would be honored to put her real estate experience to work for you. And our bronze sponsor, Road to Responsibility, making lives better.